I'm the CMA for Aesthetics by Dr. Lee, and today we're going to be talking about something we do practically every single day. That's the constitution of Botox. We do actually need a few things to constitute the Botox. First and foremost, we have the actual Botox itself, 100-unit vial right here, and it's actually out of the box. Botox is temperature sensitive, so here we like to keep it on ice, as well as the ingredients, which is the bacteriostatic, 0.9 sodium chloride. We also have a vial decapper here, and it has two sides, the bigger side and the smaller side, a few alcohol prep pads, and a Luroloc 3cc syringe, as well as a 21 gauge times 1 inch needle. So the reason we actually have to constitute Botox is because the form it comes in is a freeze-dried version of it. So we do have to reconstitute it, and that is going to consist of putting bacteriostatics in it. And I'm actually going to uncap this plastic cap from the Botox as well as the bacteriostatic. Take my alcohol prep pads and clean the tops of them. FDA constitution for Botox is 2.5 ml of bacteriostatic for every 100 units. Here, we like to make the concentration a little bit more concentrated. So I'm actually gonna grab 2.0 ml of bacteriostatic. Why we make our Botox a little bit more concentrated is to actually decrease the risk of complication with a spread. Botox can actually affect other muscle groups. That comes from the Botox spreading too much. So making it more concentrated, we actually have less of a chance of that happening. And there is actually a vacuum in the Botox. So as soon as I put the needle in, you'll see that it just goes in immediately. To break that seal, I'm gonna go ahead and hold the needle and untwist the syringe. Put it back in, take it out, and I can just twirl this around just a little bit to make sure everything's getting that Botox. And we have our constituted Botox. To go ahead and uncap it, what I do is I take the bigger side of the decapper, put it flat against the cap, and I just twist right off. Just show you guys how I draw up the Botox. I'm using a BD syringe, 8 mm, 1 ml. So I'm actually gonna use this little slit right here as a window to clearly see where my needle is. I'll uncap it, uncap my needle as well, and kind of tilt this forward. So we see the meniscus of the Botox is actually rising. It's gonna give me an easier way to put the needle in under the meniscus. If the bevel ever goes above the meniscus, you'll end up drawing some air and it won't be viable. The bevel stays under the meniscus. And I'll go ahead and use my index finger and my middle finger to draw up to my desired amount. And it looks really easy, but it's kind of not that easy. I've done this a few times. So this right here is what 20 units of Botox looks like. Now, average dosing for Botox is going to be a total of 64 units, and that's going to be covering 3 different areas. It's going to be 20 units for your glabellar, another 20 units for your frontalis, and then it's going to be 20 units for your crow's feet. So 12 and 12. Does that mean everyone's going to get that? No, some need less, some need more. But for example, this 20 units would probably be enough for my glabellar right here. So that was the constitution of Botox. Every clinic does it a little bit differently, especially when it comes to doing Botox, Daxify, Dysport, or even Zoom In. So this is how we like to do it here at Aesthetics by Dr. Lee. It was a pleasure teaching you guys how to constitute Botox.